and said the words I never expected to hear from my best friend. What I had to do next. He was my best friend. For 20 years, we built a multi-million-dollar startup from absolute nothing until the day he looked me in the eye and stole everything I had ever worked for. One ordinary Monday morning, security handed me a cardboard box and told me I was fired from the company I co-founded. I stood there in the rain, watching the name I created glowing above the building, while the man who took it from me didn't even try to hide it. And that's when something in me changed. Because what Jake didn't know was that for the last 90 days, I had been quietly preparing. This is the story of how my best friend stole my company and how I bought it back, just to fire him. But to understand how it all fell apart, you have to go back to the beginning, before the lawyers, before the money, before the betrayal. Back when it was just two broke guys, one dying laptop, and a dream nobody took seriously. We met in college. Jake was the kind of guy who could sell a future that didn't exist yet. I was the one who made it real. We made a deal back then. No contracts, no lawyers, just two words, 50-50, forever. Have you ever trusted someone so much you didn't even think to protect yourself from them? Looking back now, the first red flag wasn't what he did. It was what I chose not to see. We built FinForge in a room that smelled like instant noodles and burnt circuits. 3 a.m. was our normal. Cold pizza, empty coffee cups, whiteboards full of ideas we didn't even understand yet. Everyone said it wouldn't work. Maybe they were right. There were nights we thought about quitting. Then came the breakthrough. Our app hit 1 million users in just 9 months. Suddenly, investors were calling us every day, and life felt like a dream. We moved into our first real office. We hired our first team. The company name I created was now on the 12th floor of a downtown building. We were on top of the world. Parties, press interviews, and the feeling that nothing could ever go wrong. Have you ever felt unstoppable with a best friend by your side? But looking back now, I missed the small signs, the late night calls Jake took alone, the locked office door, the way his smile started to change
Didn't see you there.
when he looked at me. I ignored them because he was my brother, my best friend. I never imagined the betrayal that was coming. One Monday morning, they called me into the office without any warning. I thought it was just another meeting. They handed me the termination letter and a cardboard box to pack my things. And they smiled while doing it, like it was just another Tuesday for them. They said the company was going in a new direction, and I no longer fit the vision. That new direction apparently didn't include 20 years of institutional knowledge and loyalty. Then came the day everything changed. Jake called an emergency board meeting, and I walked in thinking it was just another strategy session. He stood up, looked me straight in the eye, and said the words I never expected to hear from my best friend. Jake had prepared fake transfer papers. He claimed I voluntarily gave him 100% of my shares. The board believed him. Security was already waiting. They escorted me out, while Jake watched from the glass wall, smiling like he had won everything. In that moment, my best friend became my worst enemy, and I knew exactly what I had to do next. That night I sat alone in my dark apartment, staring at the cardboard box they gave me. Everything I had built was gone. I drank until the room spun. I smashed my laptop against the wall, I screamed until my voice gave out. For the first time in 20 years, I felt completely broken. The man I trusted most had taken everything from me. But in the middle of that darkness, something inside me changed. I stopped crying. I started planning. They thought I was finished. They thought they had won. They had no idea what was coming. The next morning, I woke up with a clear mind. The pain was still there, but now it had a purpose: revenge. I would rebuild everything they took from me, and I would make Jake pay for what he did. This wasn't the end. This was only the beginning of my comeback. The next 90 days became my silent war. I cut my hair, changed my style, and disappeared from everyone's radar. I worked freelance under fake names. I contacted old investors quietly. I built a shell company.
The entity will be active by morning.
No one knew about. Every night I trained, not just my body, but my mind. I studied every weakness in their company. I spent every last dollar I had left buying shares through hidden channels. They never saw me coming. I was no longer the broken man they fired. I had become the shadow they would fear. The day I owned 51% of FinForge again was the day I would walk back in and fire the man who betrayed me. I rehearsed every word I would say. When I walked back in, I imagined the exact moment Jake's smile would disappear. The final piece was in place. I now owned the majority. It was time to walk back into the company I built and take back everything they stole from me. I spent every last cent I had and every favor I could call in through a hidden holding company. I bought back 51% of FinForge. The board never saw it coming. The investors I contacted in secret had all aligned with me. The morning I became the majority shareholder again, I put on my darkest suit and walked toward the building I once built.
Good afternoon, sir.
This time I wasn't walking in as an employee. I was walking in
Always so composed.
as the new owner. Jake was about to learn the hardest lesson of his life: never steal. From the man who built the company. For a moment, I just stood there, thinking about everything we had built together and everything he took from me. I opened the door and everything stopped. They looked at me like I was a ghost, like I wasn't supposed to be there. I placed the documents on the table and told them I now owned 51% of the company. And for the first time, I saw it. Jake's smile disappeared. He thought he won. He thought he had destroyed me. But I didn't just buy the company back. I already built something better, alone, without him, without anyone. Never trust your best friend with your dream.
Never
Because
trust
one day,
your best friend.
you might have to take it back. If you've ever been betrayed by someone you trusted, drop a comment below. What did they steal from you?